Good morning, children. Yesterday we have completed the chapter My Experiments with Truth, and today we are going to do the exercise work. These questions I will put them in the assignment section. You can try to learn these questions by your own. Also, you can try to Thoughts also I will put them in the assignment section, and life skill also. These values I have done in the book. You can see that. Incident is given from the chapter. You are supposed to put the values that Gandhiji has learnt. He saw the picture of Shravan carrying his parents on pilgrimage. So values devotion to parents. He read the play Harishchandra. So the value he learnt was truthfulness. His headmaster convicted him of lying. The values carefulness. I have done these three. Number 4 and 5. You will do it by your own self and fill that in your book. Part B. I will do that for you. You can copy it from assignment section. Writing skills the same. Here. List any 5 things you think a student should do while at school. Also write at least 5 things that a student should not do at school. So, what are the do's? A student should be punctual. A student should be careful. A student should be obedient. A student should always speak truth. A student should be fit physically and mentally. Now, don'ts. A student should not lie. A student should not shirk work. A student should not be careless. So 4 and 5 I have left them for you. You can write by your own in your book. Likewise, B part also I will do it by yourself. So here about the author Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. He is also called as Father of Nation. He was born on October 2, 1869 at Porbandar, a small town on the western coast of India. He was born in middle class family of Vaishya caste. So these are the things that are given about Mahatma Gandhi. You can read these things. So let us begin with the next chapter. Next chapter is a poem, that is Today and Tomorrow by J.E. Carpenter. So today, we all know what is today. The time we are living in, that is today. Tomorrow, the upcoming day, that is tomorrow. But we say tomorrow never comes. When it comes, it becomes today only, right? So let's do the pre-reading task. Have you ever been punished for not doing your homework? Yes or no? You can answer it by your own. Do you know anyone who is always regular in their work? Talk to them and find out the secret of their regularity. So means if you have ever met a person who is never late in his work, so you can talk to that person that how he manages. If you are half asleep and your mother tells you to pack your bag before sleeping, will you? What will you do? You are feeling very very sleepy and your mother is telling you that you should pack your bag for your school. Get up and pack it immediately. Tell her to wait for 10 minutes. Tell her that you will pack it in the morning. So you can answer it according to your choice. Now read the poem. Don't tell me of tomorrow. Give me the man who will say that when a good deed is to be done, let's do the deed today. Now the poet is saying that in front of me, no need to use the word tomorrow. No, you should not leave your work for tomorrow. Never say that I will do it tomorrow. Tell me about that man who will always say that a good work is to be done today only, and that work should be done in the day that you are living in the present. On that day only the work should be done. So in the first stanza, poet is saying that we should not leave our work on tomorrow. We should never leave our work for tomorrow, and one must be a person to do his or her things today only. We may all command the present, if we act and never wait. Now the poet is saying that our present is in our own hands. Whatever we can do is in our present, we can't do it any other time. But if we act and never wait, but that is only possible if we will act and we will never wait for future. So if we will never late, what we can do, our present can be in our hands. Because if we are late, but repentance is the phantom. Repentance means regretting, thinking over why we have not done it. Is the phantom. So regression is a phantom, is a ghost of a past that comes too late. When we suppose I have given you some homework. Suppose I have given you some homework and you have not done your homework in time. So on the day of the school, you are getting punishment. Then you are thinking that I must have done this work. So the thinking you are getting in your mind that I must have done my work in time, that thinking is known as repentance. So that thinking, that ghost has come late. Now you are getting the punishment. That is the meaning of this line. Don't tell me of tomorrow. There is much to do today. So no need to talk about tomorrow because we have so much work to be done today that can never be accomplished if we throw the hours away. That can never be completed if we will leave that for future. If we will waste our hours, our precious hours like that only, it will never be completed. Every moment has its duty. Who the future can foretell? Then why put off till tomorrow what today can do as well? So every moment, whatever you are living, every moment you have certain duty to fulfill. And you never know about your future. Suppose you are thinking that I will complete my work tomorrow because tomorrow is a holiday. I can complete it. And today you are wasting your time. You are not busy in anything. But tomorrow suddenly you have to go to somewhere. Then your homework is not completed. So we don't know about future. So we must complete our work in that time only. Then why put off till tomorrow what today can do as well? Then why to leave things on tomorrow? Those things can be done today. Easily they can be done. One more time, I'm telling you the summary of the poem. In this poem, the poet wanted to tell you the importance of today, importance and power of the time you are living in. Poet is saying no need to let your work, leave your work for future, because we don't know about future, that what is going to happen in the future. So if you have time, if you have a moment, you should complete your work in that time only. Otherwise we have to regret. But that regret, that feeling of regret comes very late when we are in a loss. Now, understanding the poem. The poem Today and Tomorrow highlights the importance of time. Can you find some famous proverbs based on the same idea? One has been given below. So, time is and tide wait for none. Second is, a stitch in time saves nine. Time is money. There is no time like the present. Time is precious and cannot be bought. You can write these proverbs, or you can write your own proverbs. You can find somewhere in your book. Those proverbs are also allowed, of your choice. They are also allowed. So this is all for today. Tomorrow we will, or in the next video, we will start the next chapter, or we will do the exercise work. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.